Hey, I just be coming on here when I just woke up. Like, because when I wake up, lately I haven't really been able to, like, I feel like my dreams has been meshing with my reality. Like, I'll have conversations in my dreams, and I will feel like I will literally feel like, dang, did I have that conversation in real life? Did this happen in real life for real? What the heck? I guess I'm gonna have a lot of deja vu moments because my dreams has been like, I really can't see them as much, and I haven't really been stressing or anything like that. I mean, previously I was a few weeks ago, but now I'm just like, okay, I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm regulated, whatever. But when I go to sleep, sometimes I will see my dreams, but they'll kind of be like I'm in like a awakened state in a way. Like I'm half sleep, half awake. I don't know. But anyway, I keep getting messages when I wake up. Like the messages will run, and how I get messages is like a documentary playing in my mind, and I have to like literally. Okay, I gotta record myself. I gotta talk about it out loud or whatever. But anyway, this has been on my mind for well, yeah, I'll say since I was a teen. Like going through it all started when I was a teen. You know, you going through your hormones, you're going through puberty, you're getting a little frisky, right? And not even just that. When you're a teen, it's happy-go-lucky, freedom. You want to have a good time. You want to experience life. You want to, have all the friends. Have that boyfriend, that girlfriend that lights up your day. But then you end up getting these things, right? But they're not. They're like they're like wolves in sheep's clothing, meaning that I used to say I used to have the rose colored glasses on a lot, or I'll just be in this illusion. And now I'm grown, now that I think about it, I'm like, there was nothing wrong with wanting the same thing from other people, meaning a good time to make memories, not traumatic memories, not trauma memories, not memories where there's hurt and pain and codependency and all this bullshit. But memories where, okay, if it don't last, if this dynamic don't last, it went its separate ways, like genuinely, it went its separate ways, and you meet another person or whatever, and you just keep going with the cycle, or the flow. If you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to make it make sense. I'm kind of still kind of out of it right now, but like, I'm just this happy-go-lucky, bubbly person, right? And I wanted the same thing. Like, I desire people to have fun with me, these blessed relationships and all that. As I grow, and me being single, me being single, I'm in this state of mind, like I'm getting back to my inner child, meaning my inner child in a way where I'm seeing the golden light around me. Because when you do the work, you put the work into yourself and do this stuff like that, you vibe high. And if I'm vibing high, that's all I want around me. Whether it be whether I'm be dating, friendship, whatever. Even if it's not a friendship that's long term, even if it's not a person that's a long term, I still want to feel like, why we can't have a good time? Why we have to have the fear in replacement of a good time, love, all of that. See, I'm just gonna give an example. Okay, woman meets guy. Guy plays kind, guy plays nice, and she's just a butterfly. She's just so friendly, she's just so bright, she's just so kind, she's all this stuff, right? So she wants to have a good time, she wants to put her trust out there. So she meets this guy, right? She meets this guy, and all of a sudden they kicking it, they hanging out, da 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 da, and he starts to do shit where he's talking to another woman in front of her face, like flirting with her and being rude. Mind you, she's dating this guy. Yeah, there may be things established, like, oh, we're just getting to know each other, we're going with the flow, we're gonna see how things go. But he's doing things intentional to get a reaction out of her. And usually that reaction is his void of feeling some type of satisfactory of like, I want to see if this woman really, really likes me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to really make her jealous. I'm going to do something that is going to make her, maybe his intention wasn't trying to make her cry or hurt or whatever like that, but it was trying to pull her in it's abuse. It's abuse. If a guy is doing that to you, ladies, that is abuse. You could call it manipulation, you could call it narcissism, you call it whatever you want to call it, but how I see it is abuse. What do abusive people who are in domestic violence type of situations, what do that person usually do? They'll violently do stuff and then turn around buying that person gifts and being nice and doing that stuff, and then repeat the same toxic cycle, abusive cycle over again. That is what that guy is doing to you. And then when we get hurt by that guy, all we wanted, there was nothing wrong with us women wanting the love, wanting the appreciation, the honorship. Like, men out there don't honor the woman's body. Even if y'all did establish something sexual, a friends with benefits situation, why do you have to come into the dynamic with evil? Why do you have to be the person that literally wants to kill, steal, and destroy this person that's trying to be genuine with you? That's trying to show you love, or not even just show you love, but bring the love in the atmosphere, bring the love around. And then you ruin it by saying, I'm just gonna fuck her. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna use. No, you're abusing. You're an abuser. You're an abuser. That's what it is. There is something missing inside of you, guy. And it could be what you experienced when you was younger. Maybe you experienced somebody else abusing a woman. Maybe you experienced somebody else using and, whatever. Calling a woman outside. You do not honor women. And women, stop going. You got to discern. And it sucks being in this dog eat dog world. It sucks. But as I grow, even the reality is an adult. You realize when you grow, you're meshing with this reality. This reality is grown. This reality is for the grown folks, the mature minded, the mastered minds, not the little kid, because you don't have your parents to protect you like you a little child anymore. Yeah, they can be with you, be there for you, but baby, you on your own now. So now it's time for you to protect that inner child in you. You don't give everybody access to you. You don't give, just because you want love and you want everybody to feel good, not everybody on this earth wants to feel good. They're so stuck on evil shit. Evil shit. They are so stuck on being evil. They want other people to hurt. They want other people to feel the way they feel. But in actuality, they still want love. But they don't know how to experience the love because they've been hurt to the core so much that love just feels disgusting. Love is not trusting. Love is just defeating. to them. Because, well, I had my mama and my daddy, they did this and did that. They called me this and did that. And they wasn't there for me. My daddy wasn't there. My mama was out here doing her thing in the streets, and or whatever, however, or my mom and daddy wasn't there, or however it plays out, right? But you as an adult, if you know internally that you really actually want that, want love, want to be cherished, want to be admired, want that peace, because that is what love is. It is peace. But a lot of people rather have the chaos, but they so much try to seek peace by drugs, smoking, alcohol. They try to seek peace, relieve stress through sex. They try to relieve stress through all these other vices that ain't giving them a certain peace. It just makes them trip out, and then they get back into this grown reality state. Now, back to what I was saying, there is nothing wrong. And you probably like, well, what about us guys who get used and abused by women? Okay, vice versa. There are women out there who literally are wolves in sheep's clothing, who have been hurt too. You know, you heard this cliche saying, hurt people. And that is fucking fact. It's fact. It's fact. Hurt people. And you got to discern when that person is fucking hurt. Let it go. You can't change them. You can't love them into an oblivion where they just zap it to enlightenment, and now they like, oh, this is what love is. I love you. I love everything. No, it is not your job to get them there. It is their job to do the work. It's their job to forgive. It's their job to work internally on themselves. Because if they keep destroying the love everywhere they go, woman or man, they're going to keep running into fucking hurt. They're their own demise. Even though they're spewing out destruction and using and abusing and all that stuff like that, they're going to meet somebody. They're going to eventually run into somebody who's bigger and badder than them. But at the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with you wanting love. There is nothing wrong with you wanting to embrace life. There is nothing wrong for you to be in this euphoric feeling. I ain't talking about drugs. I'm talking about a natural state of high. I'm talking about you floating on cloud 9, like living life and just embracing life. And then us people, like women, men, we want to get on. Well, I'll say mostly women, because I'm a woman. Like, for example, I'm on the dating scene, and I realize there's a lot of guys out here, like, who are so, especially older guys, like guys in their fucking late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s, late 40s, early 50s, that act like bitches. Like, heal, motherfucker, heal. Why are you trying to date? And why are you trying to put your unclean, toxic, unloved dick in some woman? And then you go, but when this is how it is. When she's all happy, go lucky, you want to tear that down. You want to burst her fucking bubble. I hope YouTube don't cancel me because I'm cussing a lot, but you want to burst her bubble because you are unhappy, sir. You are unhappy. So you want to fucking destroy her, make her feel some type of way because you are unhappy. No, you need to heal, because women, you need to not even just taking your power back, it's to discern if that man is treating you some type of way in the beginning. He's going to treat you some type of way. He's going to treat you like some type of broad, like some type of woman that you only meant to be used for your body. And if he's coming off the bat, I mean, unless you are like a worker, you know what I mean? and he's coming off the bat all sexually and stuff, and you okay with it, okay. But even if it is just a sexual experience, don't be disrespecting me by trying to get upset or trying to play some weird tactic manipulation shit. I'm gonna look at you as immature, and I'm gonna block your ass because you're fucking immature. You came and fucking have a good ass time. You gotta lead with hate. You gotta lead with jealousy. You gotta lead with destruction. Like, that's disgusting. It's disgusting and it's sad, and it just let me know that you're unhealed and you got traumas you gotta deal with. Daddy wounds, mama wounds. Go handle those wounds and patch them up and let them heal, okay? Because we ain't doing it over here. We just not. We not. I'll block you real quick. If you bringing that negativity over here, woman or man, friendship or lover, you are going to be dismissed. Because that's how you have to go through this world. It sucks. You want to be like, why can't people just be loving? Why can't... Baby, you in a grown person's reality. This is what it is about being an adult. And I used to be like, oh, I can't wait to grow up. I can't wait to grow up. You hear kids say this all the time. I can't wait to grow up. Can't wait to grow up. And you tell them, no, you don't. You don't want to grow up. And I wish the people around me would have explained to me why you don't want to rush being grown. Why? Because a lot of times when parents are going through struggles and trials and tribulations too, they're not trying to show that to their kids. They're not trying to show how hard it is, or the poverty, or the lack mindset, or that they're scared, or what they had to do to get where they had to be, or to make their kids okay, get food for their kids, pay their bills, whatever it is, right? They didn't want to show all that. And then their kid is talking about, I can't wait to grow up. And all the parent can say is, no, you don't. You can wait. And there are some parents out there who will explain why you want to wait. And I'm going to be that person to explain to my kids that you don't want to grow up too fast. I always say that to my daughter. I always say, you don't want to grow up. You don't want to be 7 for as long as appreciate 7. Feel good about being a little kid for as long as you can. Because you're going to be like, when you rush to grow up, it's going to be like this. You see how I'm, you don't want to blah, blah, blah. And then she thinks, she be like, yeah, I don't. I just want to be a kid. Because I'm not saying that when she gets older, it's going to be hell. She's going to be stressing. She's going to be struggling. No. But I'm doing all I can. I'm on a mission to do all I can, so my daughters don't experience the same shit that other people in my lineage, or other people in the past that I knew, other women in my family have experienced. And the only reason why I can only speak to the women, because I have daughters. And I'm a woman. So, men, y'all gonna have to look up. I mean, you could take this information too, but y'all gonna have to look up men who may be saying the same tune, but in a different perspective, in the man's perspective. But in the overall general, you have to heal. You gotta transform. If you really actually want the peace, and you're using violence, and you're using certain things to be in peace of state, that peace is only going to last for 5 minutes. That peace is only going to last for 10 minutes. That peace ain't going to last long. Maybe going to last a day. But you're still chaotic in the inside, in your mind, in your heart, and everywhere. But your higher self, because everybody has a higher self. Your higher self wants something better from you. Your higher self wants something better for you. And the reason why, and I'm going to say this, because Spirit's giving me this. The reason why people hurt people is because they're missing love. They're wanting love, but they're not saying it. And I, from experience, a relationship that I had, I remember I started calling him names, treating him so wrong, and not treating him wrong, but like basically looking at him as an enemy, even though he was being kind, being nice to me, helping me out. And he had his tactics that he was trying to do. It's like every time I try to be kind to him, it's like, okay, I got you now. Now I'm going to turn the tables and treat you like you treated me because I got your guard down. That's how this person walks. That's how this person is. And honestly, that's the reason why maybe I go off on him and treat him the way I treat him, because every time I try to be kind, be nice, he wants to manipulate. It's like, I got you now. You fell for it. Now I'm going to make you feel the way that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And in the midst of that, you feeling like that, and you probably thinking like, well, narcissists don't have empathy. There's something, or psychopaths don't have empathy. Sociopaths don't really have empathy or whatever like that, because they, over time, when you're stuck in this cycle of abuse for a very long time, and I can kind of attest, and I'm not no PhD doctor. I ain't none of that. I ain't no scientist. I ain't no therapist. I ain't none of that, right? I mean, I am a psychic medium, but this is how I look at it, because this is from my experience. I was in a depression state for so long, since on and off 2016, because I was with the wrong person. Well, actually, I experienced depression when I was younger too, off and on, but not too much. But as I grew, then I got with the wrong person, married the wrong person, and then I was in and out of depression with that. And then it was a lot of fight or flight in that relationship. Then I get out of the relationship because something horrible had happened, right? Got out of the relationship and then got into a spiral of depression from 2020 all the way up to about, I'll say 2024. Then I continue with that depression, taking the meds and stuff like that. That prolonged depression fucks up the chemicals in your brain. It just does. And I remember I had got a small miniature reading from my teacher on online. Well, she was doing like not a collective thing, but I put my little cash up her $10 or $5. I can't remember how much it was. And I had asked her, I said, what's going on with me, blah, blah, blah. And she even said the same thing. She's like, it seemed like there's like a chemical imbalance. And it dawned on me, it made me think like, I wonder if this is, because I read a book. It's called Esoteric Empathy. And highly sensitive people, empathic people, literally have certain neurons in their brain that makes them more sensitive to their environment, to people's energy. It makes them feel more. They have an overload of empathy, right? And it's certain certain neurons and all this stuff in your brain. I can't remember what it is, but if you want to read the book, it's a green book. It's called, if you're an empath, if you're highly sensitive, read that book. Now it just makes sense. And they were talking about psychopaths. They were talking about sociopaths in that book. And a lot of people who had prolonged experiences and all that stuff like that. And a lot of people will go back to head trauma, turns them into that. And then sometimes you're like, okay, well, that person really didn't experience abuse and all that stuff. Like, I mean, they could have just been born a psycho. Like, they didn't have the receptors in their brain to produce as much empathy. Like I said, I'm not a scientist, but that's just my theory. Okay? So I'm calling this person that I used to be with, being pissed off with him and all that stuff like that. But what I was doing was keeping myself from loving him, because I did not want to go back with him. I did not want to. So what I did was was try to fight the love, try to fight what I felt for him. So I will be aggressive. I will be mean. I will be all this stuff. And to this day, I mean, he even told me, he was like, you gotta be like this, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, I said, the reason why I be like this is because A, B, and C, and D. And then E is because I'm not trying to like you. I'm not trying to want you. But you're a great friend to me. You are. You help me out. You do, you know. But I had to realize, okay, in order for me to not hurt him and not to feel this way in myself or trying to block out the love, right, that I'm either receiving from him or want to receive from other people, because that could also trickle down to you blocking the love that you want to receive. Is you're talking to this guy or this woman and you're trying to keep from loving her because you don't want to be with her no more, but you want the love, you want the appreciation. Maybe you're lonely, maybe you want friends, and you know y'all have good conversations, but you know you're not supposed to be around them. You know you're not supposed to be, and I'm not saying somebody's telling you to stop being around them, but your inner being is saying, no, this cycle has ended. But since you don't really have friends or anybody to talk to, and you used to be in a relationship with this person and things like, you keep going back to them because you want you want some type of love, but it don't have to be love from them. And you don't have to be mean, be ugly to prove that you don't want them. So what you're going to have to do is have your space and enjoy and attract other people that can give you the love and you give them the love. It's an equal exchange. And y'all sing Kumbaya together. Y'all. That's all I say. I hope this makes sense, but we got to be more self-aware. We have to be grown with this, y'all. We got to be grown. This reality is an adult. This reality is Saturn fucking energy. This is how I look at the reality. It is Saturn fucking energy in this world. But I'm going to go in here because I got to go. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and y'all have a good day.